Johnnie, a very difficult day at the office for the Dons. What's your initial thoughts on the result?
Well, always disappointed to lose and to concede so many goals, but obviously it was a difficult evening. We've started so well, scored two really good goals that really comfy, really good in the game, real threat on the break, and then we've allowed them back into the game, and they're a good side. They're always going to react to going behind. They grew back into the game in that half and obviously scored the two goals. You think in getting at 2-2 you can tweak a few things, have a good chat with the lads and come out and have a work out in second half. But obviously the sending off changes the whole sort of complexion of the game really, and from then on become very difficult. And then we've gone on to concede more goals, which is disappointing obviously. So yeah, tough one to take.
Obviously the red card influenced the full-time result massively. What's your views on the incident?
It doesn't sit well with me, to be honest. Like my player's on the floor, having made a good tackle, and he gets the ball kicked in his face while he's on the floor. Sort of natural instinct really to react, and I don't think there was anything too malicious in the reaction. Just a bit of a coming together. I don't think there was any head in there or anything like that. Their guy goes down as if he'd been shot, and then my man gets sent off. I guess that's football. You can't react, but I don't like that element.
Yeah. What did you sort of say to the lads at half time? So obviously you must have been buzzing with the first two goals, very well taken, and then to go in level and then to have that red card as well. It must have been a very tough team talk for you.
Well, yeah, it changed obviously how we wanted to go about it, having the sending off, and we had to withdraw. Young Coombs who'd been doing well in that first half and had looked a threat, so he was going to try and just tweak a couple of things to start the second half. But obviously going down to 10 meant that we had to bring a player off, and we tried to go just try and contain them and stay solid and try and force things around the outside. But we conceded a couple of poor goals, one from a set piece, which is disappointing because that's not really got much to do with the sort of the overload in players, is it? So that was a disappointing one. And then obviously it was a tough ask for us second half. They're a good side. There's no getting away from that as well.
Obviously, go 3-2 behind. How do you sort of tackle that when that happens? What's sort of the message that you're trying to get on to the pitch for the players?
Just try and stay in the game. Stay in the game, knowing that we might get a chance at the other end. So that was probably the disappointing element, that we knew that even if they did score, that if we stayed in the game, that hopefully we could get a sniff. And then the fourth goal's obviously a bit of a killer, and it's a set piece, so that's frustrating, that one. And then at 4-2, I think the game's away from us anyway. So we sort of started looking at in the last 10 minutes and trying to sort of save some legs in 1-1 on Saturday, because the lads have had to put in a real tough shift there, and that's going to take a lot out of them physically.
And then lastly, is there anything you want to say to the fans who travelled up tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the support was unbelievable. Even at the end, obviously, they're not going to be best pleased, are they, with the result? But generous applause for the players, I think, is really welcome, and they got behind the boys all night. And obviously, this isn't around the corner, is it? On Tuesday night, they've come in their numbers again. So thank them so much for that, for the support they give, for the support they gave at the end. I think they can see that the boys are giving everything. It's great. They're a great group of lads. We just need to be a little bit smarter in certain situations, and obviously our squad's going to be tested now. So we think we are light in certain areas with our options. So that's something that we need to look at, and maybe a timely reminder of that we're a little bit short of where we need to be as far as personnel. So brilliant for the Travellers support, and can't thank them enough.